How's it going, everyone? And welcome to the Ultimate Game Realms radio show. This is Dixon logging on. And today I want to go over a brief first impression talk about the latest remastered trilogy known as Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definite Edition, which features 3 Grand Theft Auto games from 3 generations back on the PlayStation 2, original Xbox, and PC. And now available on all modern platforms, including the Nintendo Switch. That's the version I got. Now, first of all, before I continue, as you can hear, I don't sound very good because I'm not feeling good today. I was going to do a webcam for this video, but like I said, I'm not looking good today or feeling good. So I'm just going to do the best of my ability with audio here. So please do bear with me. The 3 remastered games that were on the original consoles were Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The Definite Edition came out on all platforms on the 11th of this month at a price point of $60. And the Definite Edition has many flaws, and there are a huge outrage amongst critics and fans. Rockstar Games were just the publishers of this Definite Edition. Grove Street Games were the developers of the Definite Edition. The same developers behind the anniversary ports on the mobile devices, along with other Rockstar device-ported games like Bully. The original versions of the game, the RenderRare engine, but instead of using the RenderRare engine or the Rockstar Advanced Gaming engine for the Definite Edition, Grove Street Games used the Unreal Engine 4. Me personally, I already said I got on the Switch, and I ran into a few problems here and there. But they did at least got some good improvements around the trilogy. Like they added the map for Grand Theft Auto 3 along with a checkmark option and the GPS, which wasn't in the original version. It makes it easier now that they added it. Plus, if you fail on a mission, you have an option to start restarting it from the mission briefing. It's too bad, depending on how big or difficult the mission is, there's no checkpoints or quick saves. Oh well, at least they did something though. I'm actually glad that I got it on the Switch instead of the PC at the moment, because the Rockstar game engine was having some problems on or near the release date. And the Definite Edition trilogy is exclusive to that digital store. But they removed all the original versions of the game from all digital stores regardless. But Rockstar had already addressed that they're working on the fixes for the Definite Edition trilogy and bringing back the original versions of the game on the digital storefronts. So I guess that's something. Now, my biggest gripe about the Definite Edition is the fucking censorship is involved with some things in the trilogy. I mean, they did this back on the mobile devices too, from what I've seen on YouTube. What reason why I said from what I see on YouTube is because I don't play games on smartphones. And that's the biggest problem with any game or any updated version of the game, is the fucking censorship. Especially when not necessary. And especially for M-rated games like Grand Theft Auto. What the fuck were they thinking? I always have been a politically incorrect guy, and I always stand against censorship of any kind. Well, most of any kind, depending on what the topic is. Because in series like Grand Theft Auto, there's nothing broken to begin with when it comes to the topic of censorship. For games like Grand Theft Auto especially. To put it another way, if it's not broke, don't fucking fix it. Now, I'm not going to address what the censorship issues are here, but if you got any questions about it, you can leave it well below in the comment section, or if many requests ask me to do a separate video explaining what the censorship issues are, I'll be happy to do it for them. Above all, I still enjoy going back into the memory lane, especially with the on-the-go option for the Nintendo Switch. And despite all of its flaws, some odd character designs, and mediocre frame rates, all the downsides at present, I'm still enjoying the shit out of it. Oh yeah, and another minor issue is, well, this is something common though, so this does make sense. Actually, the good news is most of the soundtracks from the original games are still in the Definite Edition. But the bad news is some songs are missing in the Definite Edition, like from Ozzy Osbourne or Michael Jackson, due to licensing issues and loyalty fees. Yeah, I know that sucks, but it's practically common, though, as we all know it. But at least that's more excusable than fucking censorship. Oh, yes, and another issue I would have to say is I would have to agree with the fans that the Definite Edition is being overpriced, especially when you're dealing with tons of bugs and shit. I would probably wait till they iron out all the flaws, or wait for a sale or a price drop. But likely I was already in the mood to go back into the Trilogy on the Switch for the first time, and I didn't have really any other games to get at the time, or any of the newer ones though at that price point, so I don't regret putting $60 down on it, me personally. Some people may call me an idiot if they want, but I still don't regret it. I'm still enjoying the games. Now, my current progress in the Definite Edition is in Vice City, where I'm purchasing businesses and doing missions. And Vice City is my personal favorite out of the three, by the way. I'm probably going to take a break after Vice City for a while. I'll work on San Andreas on some other time, whenever I'm ready. I do hope the Definite Edition gets some major updates, and if possible, upgrades as well, so consumers will be happy. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say about the first impressions of Grand Theft Auto Definite Edition Trilogy. I do have other plans about talking about other topics in the GTA series on the radio show. But in the meantime, this is Dixon of the Ultimate Gamer Realm logging off and saying thank you very much. Have a good night, and have a good Thanksgiving. I'm out.